Welcome to another edition of Fastcast. Today we will be interviewing Karen Medina from PTAC. Karen will discuss what her organization does, how she helps small businesses grow, and offer some insight into government procurement.
Thank you again for joining us on another episode of Fastcast. This week we're interviewing Karen Medina, a procurement advisor for the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Karen's going to talk with us briefly about what she does in her role at PTAC and how PTAC actually helps small businesses. So Karen, if you could, give us a quick background of your experience.
Well, first, thank you, Del, for having me here. And I spent years in the procurement field. I worked for New Mexico State University for many years in purchasing, and from there I went to City of Las Cruces and worked in the purchasing department there. Eventually became the purchasing manager, and then found out about the current job that I have and came to work for the PTAC.
Great. So PTAC obviously stands for Procurement and Technical Assistance Center. What does PTAC actually do?
PTAC helps small businesses understand how to do government contracting, whether it be federal, state, or local government contracting. We help with all types of the government, and we help businesses that, as I said, are small, usually small businesses. We try to focus on businesses also that are maybe disadvantaged, that are located in hub zones, that are woman-owned small businesses, veteran-owned small businesses. So our basic concern, I would say, and the core of the whole Procurement Technical Assistance Center is education, counseling, and networking.
Okay. And I know that we've actually had discussions in the past about now with PTAC you kind of have not really an impetus, but they've told you kind of focus a little bit if you can on assisting businesses with SBIR and STTR opportunities. So what kind of assistance do y'all provide in that realm?
The type of assistance we provide, and overall also, is one-on-one counseling and helping businesses find opportunities. When it comes to SBIR, I would lead them to the SBIR.gov website, for instance, to find funding opportunities. Because I work for PTAC, we often get emails and opportunities to find out about funding, and we can blast those out to people who may be interested through blast emails. We can also do workshops with Arrowhead Center about SBIR or STTR and work together and collaborate. And we're very lucky to be just down the sidewalk from Arrowhead, so that works perfectly for us. So that is the type of stuff we can do. We also can help if somebody does come in and they're seeking, say, an SBIR grant or contract, and they're looking at a solicitation. We can help them. We can read that publication or that solicitation and try to help them understand what they need to do. And we can refer people to Arrowhead as well.
And that's actually just kind of, people will be surprised to learn that that's actually one of the biggest steps that a lot of people can actually help small businesses with is most of those solicitations, call it a solicitation, call it an RFP, call it a NOFO, whatever verbiage the government uses for that particular one. Those packages can be lengthy. Some of them are 60 pages, some are 100 pages, some are almost 200 pages if they have a lot of technical and topic areas in there. And just being able to understand what those requirements are, understand how to go through the solicitation, make sure you're eligible, that can be an invaluable piece of information for a small business.
Yeah, very much so. And as you said, they can be very lengthy solicitations. And it does not hurt to have another set of eyes looking at it with you, because it's easy to miss things, and it's very beneficial to have someone else look it over with you and also look over your proposal with you.
So what would be a fact about PTAC that a small business would be surprised to learn?
Well, I think they would be surprised to learn, honestly, that PTAC has been around. It's a part of a nationwide program. The program itself is called PTAP, so the P at the end is for program. It has been around since 1985. It was started by the DoD under Defense Logistics Agency. As I said, it's nationwide. The New Mexico PTAC has been here since 2009. In that time, we have helped over 3,600 clients. And of those 3,600 clients or so, Since 2009, they've gotten about $381 million in government contracts. So
That's
pretty
quite
good.
A,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
That's quite a good track
Yeah.
record there. So we kind of covered it a little bit about what PTAC does with the SBIR and STTR opportunities and helping small businesses. Do you have any particular wins or particularly kind of graces that you've had within that program already? Or, you know what, actually just what is your biggest win in your time with PTAC?
Well, my biggest win, it wasn't an SBIR, but it was another client who was going after government contracting. And they ended up being the New Mexico Star Client of the Year. This was last year. New Mexico does Star Client awards, and it's through the Small Business Development Center. So it includes every small business development center across the state, the PTAC, and also the International Business Accelerator out at Santa Teresa. So one of my clients was the Star Client, and that entails going to Santa Fe during the legislative session, which it's all good. There's an awards dinner, and these clients get to meet legislatures at the legislative session. The business gets introduced. They get to meet the politicians, all very good and beneficial, I think, to a business. Some of them don't know their local politicians and sometimes don't know how all that works, so they get recognition. They get to be at the Roundhouse during legislative session, and so it's a great opportunity. So one of my clients, yes, had landed a big government contract, and so it was
Very
Star Client
nice.
of the Year, yeah, $13 million one.
Well, and that helps a lot with some economic development for them and
That is
some growth
exactly, and that's part of PTAC's mission, is to help the state with job growth and economic growth. Because if you think about if our statewide businesses are getting government contracts, they're hiring people to work for them. It's growing our economy, and that's actually the bottom line of it.
Well, and that's kind of one of the factors that a lot of people, as they look at SBIR and STTR opportunities, don't understand is the SBIR programs will get you so far, and then you have to find your own customer. And a lot of times, if that is a customer that's a government agency, a lot of times it'll be things like a contract opportunity that your office can actually assist them with.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly it. We do expect small businesses to do some footwork. Of course, they have to and seek things out, but they may not know where to look. So they can come on into our office. Of course, I think I said this, I hope I did, but all of our services are no cost. They come on in and we can really show them where to look for these opportunities. We can help them find that. There's government databases and whatnot where opportunities are posted. We also, I didn't mention this, we have what's called a bid match service. It's a free service. Once our clients sign up as a PTAC client, they can agree to be on the bid match service if they want to, and most of them want to be. Based on what they do, what service or goods they offer, they will receive automatic emails whenever some sort of solicitation comes out that falls under their realm.
Okay.
It's based on keywords, and it's based on codes that are commodity type codes that the government uses.
Is it based on their NAICS codes that they've identified? Or?
It's
Okay.
based on NAICS codes, and that's a code the government uses, the federal government, to determine what goods or services you can supply, or
Now,
provide.
with the bid match, is that more of a contracting vehicle, or are there grant opportunities on there too? Or
There are no grant opportunities, but it would be great to come up with something that also has that.
yeah,
So maybe something in the future.
okay, awesome. Well, so we've gone over a lot of the information about what PTAC does and kind of the assistance they provide with small businesses and how it can be really just an integral piece of your entire SBIR, STTR focus about kind of developing that pipeline, growing your innovation, growing your commercial opportunities, and really just growing where your market is going to be. If you could leave the audience with one last fact about PTAC, what would that be?
I would definitely want to say utilize these free resources. A lot of people don't realize PTAC is out here. It, as I said, is free. We are government funded. We help small businesses look for contracts, grants, SBIRs, that type of thing. Help them turn in a proposal. understand what to do after they win an award, and so many other things. We have networking opportunities. We offer workshops. So my takeaway from all this would be, please use this free service.
Well, and that's just so key for so many of the small businesses, and particularly anyone within our distribution network and that watches our recordings here is, the services that NM Fast offers are free. Most of the services that Arrowhead Center offers are free. There is a lot of free opportunity, free services, and free development assistance that you can get across the state of New Mexico. It's one of the most aggressive states for actually being able to provide you with services, as well as things like tax credits that reward you cash back, which is no longer a credit. It's actually a line of funding to help develop product, to actually put money back into the business. And everything that we always try to do, we just try to do collaboratively. How can we help build a better innovation and economic ecosystem for all of our clients? And a lot of people that are watching, they may go, well, PTAC does a little bit in SBIRs, and Fast focuses mainly on SBIRs. How do y'all work together? But as you said, we've collaborated on workshops in the past.
Yes,
we are actually collaborating on a workshop here in the future, sometime next month. We have helped clients together. One particular client last year went to PTAC to go through all of his business registrations, get everything he needed to get himself incorporated. Then he came to us to actually be able to submit his SBIR. So in the future, as he looks at other contracting opportunities, there's stuff that Fast works on, there's stuff that PTAC works on, and we just try to collaborate as much as possible.
Exactly, and we're very lucky just to be so close, just down the sidewalk from one another. And yes, we do collaborate, and we do share clients.
It's great being able to not walk far, particularly when it gets up into the hundreds here in
windy.
New Mexico. Yes, or windy as it usually is now. But all righty, well, great. I wanted to definitely thank you, Karen, for taking time out of your busy day and coming over and doing this real quick interview. And anybody that's interested in the PTAC and what services they offer, in the description for this video, there will actually be a link to take you to the PTAC site so you can see what PTAC is about and how to actually outreach to the New Mexico PTAC here.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Del.
Thank you again, and y'all at home, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.